As a good friend, let's start this one with a more positive note than usual. Do you maybe notice anything different about me? Something that would warrant a compliment?
I don't know. Did you gain weight?
No. Why, do I look fat in this outfit?
It's the same one you're always wearing.
That doesn't answer my question. Do I or don't I?
Gee, chillax, Rarity, you don't. You're as conventionally attractive and maybe slightly underweight as always.
Phew, that's a relief. Now, that was obviously not what I meant. Maybe I mean something I have with me today. Something I didn't before?
You ought to carry a cat on your back like your counterpart.
Okay, you know what? I've run out of patience for your ignorance. What I meant is this glamorous new asset to my style.
What, you mean that handbag? Yeah, I guess it is new, but it didn't really catch my eye, to be honest. I mean, it's just a plain white handbag with like a big G on it.
But that is just it. Do you girls have 0 sense for fashion brands? This bag is out of the latest Gabriel collection, designed by none other than the esteemed Gabriel Agreste himself. You know, only the greatest fashion designer in all of Equestria.
Yeah, but isn't there this rumor that he leads a secret life as a supervillain and evilizes people with dark magic and butterflies?
Not Tealish, but that doesn't change the fact that this bag is exquisite.
Huh, well, ain't that human of y'all? This might as well be a metaphor for real-life big corpus and society's consumerism. I mean, it's an open secret that basically every major corporation is violating at least one human right. And still everyone just keeps buying their shit and supporting them with money just so we can continue to blindly consume.
Sure, but on the other hand, we wouldn't be saying anything new or brave with that, or even something not everybody's already aware of.
Yeah, I'm sure that's interesting, but please excuse me, Rarity, I gotta ask you all something. You were finished either way, weren't you? Good. Now, it just came to my mind after hearing what she said earlier, but, did you guys ever stop and ask yourself what a country is actually called? I mean, Rarity just said Equestria, but is that because you know it's the name, or did you just assume that because we're a mirror world of Pony Equestria?
Oh, well, I guess that's pretty simple, Twilight. It's because, well, now that I actively think about it, I'm actually not so sure anymore.
Me neither. I know most people just call it the human world, but for us to call it that just sounds wrong.
Yeah. God damn it, Twilight, why do you have to bring that up? That's gonna keep me awake tonight.
Not if we can find a satisfactory answer. Like, I don't know, if Equestria is our main world, then maybe this one could be called, Anthrostria? Anthrostria? God, no. No, I don't like that at all.
What? Anthrostria? How did you even come up with that?
I don't know. Like I said, I was trained to do something similar to Equestria. And that name is comprised of the Latin word for horse and the tria ending. So I did the same for us humans.
But isn't Anthro from Old Greek instead of Latin?
Who cares? We're not gonna call it that either way, so let's just forget about it.
Well, I for one think it's got a nice ring to it. Anthrostria. I like it, you know what I do.
Hey, yeah, me too. Plus, it just sounds hilarious. Anthrostria.
Stop saying that dumb word. We're not using that.
I also kinda like it. It's creative.
And it annoys the shit out of you. That's an additional plus. Okay then, everybody, to our nation's new name. To Anthrostria!
To Anthrostria!
I fucking hate you all.
You know, guys, I never noticed it before, but looking at you all from the outside, just awkwardly standing together looks really weird and unnatural. Oh, by the way, hi everyone. Sorry for being late.
Fluttershy, where'd you come from? I thought you were already here.
Obviously she wasn't. Why, that's what she'd be joining now. Idiotin.
Where have you been? It's totally unlike you to miss a sketch.
Like I said, big sorry, but I was occupied with something better. I was out on a date with Dan up until now. We went for a walk through City Park. He really wanted me to show him the place where Mr. Cake got found. You know, I never would have thought it, but having a boyfriend is such a great time. We're having so much fun together and meet almost daily. I can't imagine my life without him anymore. Right now we're doing all sort of traditionally romantic date tropes, all totally ironic, of course. Oh, sorry, Sunset, I didn't mean to be insensitive to you. You know, because you're still single and lonely.
Yeah, I know. Well, thanks for being so considerate, but there's no need for it. Because believe it or not, I actually also found someone by now. A very nice young man who admittedly at first looks pretty ordinary. We met in the wash club when I went back to it alone.
You returned there alone? Why didn't you ask me and Dan again?
No offense, Fluttershy. Or maybe intended offense, but your boyfriend didn't leave that well of an impression there, so I wanted to try my own luck. Anyway, I met him there. He actually was the one to approach me. Said he'd already saw me on my first visit there, but he couldn't muster up the courage to go to me there. Mainly because of my companions.
What is that supposed to mean?
Frankly put, he was a little turned off by your boyfriend being all carrot about those salted pretzels, and that kinda discouraged him to approach me while you two were around. Then also that new stadium rave from SpongeBob started playing, and I was too much for him, so he left that evening. You see, he's a very regulated kind of guy who likes a well-planned schedule and is not that good with sudden changes. That's why he favors the wash, because they usually only play one song.
Well, he sure does sound like quite a character. And what is his name?
Alright, before I tell you, I gotta say that his name might seem a little unusual at first, but it's okay once you get used to it. After a while, it's not stranger than being named after the dim evening sun, eh, Twilight?
I don't get it.
Whatever. His name is Standard Vector Person.
Furvar, that is indeed a name I was not expecting. And how does he look? You know me, I always judge a human being on the most superficial level.
Oh, well, like I said, he looks, standard.
Baden?
Meaning, first of all, he doesn't wear any clothing.
Hot?
Not really, because he also for some reason has a Barbie doll anatomy. Meaning you can't see anything, no genitals, not even nipples. Also, he doesn't have a single hair on his body.
Super hot.
Shut up, Pinky. The way you're describing him kinda sounds unclear to me. How do you even know it's a he when he doesn't even have genitals?
Well, he wanted to be my boyfriend, that was his word, so I figured, And even if he was actually a girl, or maybe both, all of that doesn't matter because apparently I'm bi either way.
And how is it with him? You know.
Well, generally speaking, it's really nice being with him. I mean, obviously there's pretty much nothing going on in bed, but that doesn't bother me that much. After all, what good is a relationship if it can't survive without fucking all the time?
Well, I'd beg to differ. For me, it's one of the most essential things.
That don't surprise me at all, given how horny we come to know ya. At least you only do it with a human nowadays.
Yes, and very often so. Thanks for asking.
We didn't.
At least once a week. We're having ironic sex, by the way.
Ironic sex. How should I even imagine that?
Yeah, with all the irony going on there, you get the feeling you two actually just traditionally in love.
Nonsense.
All right, you guys, back on track. Now, outside of the bedroom, how is it with him?
Oh, it's wonderful. He's so sensitive and heartfelt, and he truly cares about me and my problems, but he also can be surprisingly charming. Just recently, he surprised me one evening with a meal he had cooked for us. Sure, it was just mac and cheese, but it was made with love. I gotta say, I'm really happy with him. Although, now that I think about it, it's been unusually long since he called me. Almost 3 days now. I hope everything's all right.
Concerning that, Sunset, there's something I must say. I wanted to protect you.
What are you doing? Are you setting a song from a musical or what?
I wish there was a way I could make it untrue.
Oh my fucking god, stop it! No, you're not doing a Mondego on me, shut up!
I heard the news today. I fear the worst has happened.
Don't do it, Twilight, I swear to God!
An accident occurred, and your boyfriend is dead.
You done now?
Yeah, I'm done. However, that wasn't just a stupid Ink Pots reference. Stan, a vector person, really is dead. I heard it this morning, something about a car crash.
But he doesn't drive.
He wasn't. But the one who hit him was.
Jesus. Are you alright, Sunset?
No. No, you're bullshitting me. He can't be dead.
The number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
There's gotta be another explanation. I refuse to believe that. Why? Why did you do this to me, Robotus?
In his defense, and it says a lot that I'm even bringing up a defense for Robotus, but I don't think he really had a choice here. Due to the universe's lore he established, it was bound to happen.
How do you mean?
His counterpart, Standard Vector Pony, was killed during the anniversary special in Equestria. And like Heavy Weapons Guy said, if you die in Equestria, you die in real life.
So, does that mean if the other Rainbow Dash dies somehow, I'm also done for?
No, actually I think it doesn't apply to any of us. See, we're main characters, we're essential to the story. Moneyman at Star Vector Pony, however, were just made up by Robotus, so they were dispensable.
Phew, that's a relief.
At least I think so, no idea actually.
Wait, hold on a minute. Something don't add up. The way Dementia explained it, it sounded like that rule only applied to characters that ain't originally from Equestria anyway. You know, those them came there and then got a cat about here.
I see your point. However, there's only one problem there. The rules of our would literally make it impossible for us to know who that applies to, really. As far as we know, even one of us could have just spawned at some point over there. Their vice does shown.
And another thing, Standard Vector Pony was, as his name suggests, a pony. That kind of makes it obvious that he was born in Equestria. So it doesn't really make sense for his counterpart to have to die because of that. I mean, to name the most obvious example, King Sombra got killed twice in Equestria, and his human version is still alive and well, running his Jewelry the Crystal Empire.
Much as I would love to, I can't just brush aside what you're saying. Oh, if there only was someone who could explain this to us again in great detail.
Hear me, mortals.
Ah, right on cue, Dementia. Say, can you explain to us again how that whole thing with the counterparts worked? If a pony dies in Equestria, does the world then also keep the balance by killing their counterpart?
What? No, not if that pony was always a part of Equestria.
Wait a minute, and why did Sunset's boyfriend die?
I don't know. Any case, it doesn't make sense concerning the dimensional laws. Maybe it was just a coincidence. Those happen. Whatever, that wasn't actually the reason I came here.
Oh, and what he asked in?
I'm here to say goodbye, basically. My work in Equestria is done, and therefore I can now stop having to constantly clean up the trash of dimensions.
Oh, well in that case it's pretty nice of you that you went through the extra trouble of visiting us one last time. Given how we came to know you, we appreciate your sacrifice.
Thanks, but I just thought it was appropriate. Out of all the creatures I've come to know and hate, which is quite a lot, you humans are amongst those I hate the least. I'm serious, even the cutie mock crusaders I dislike more than you, and them I just met like 2 sketches ago.
Well, what can I say? We're just amazing, ain't we all?
Yeah, to be honest, I still kinda hate you, Applejack.
What? Why?
Contrary to what you've been saying to me, I do not suffer from dementia. And I haven't forgotten that. Never will.
Fun? I never wanted y'all to like me anyways.
Are you crying, AJ?
No, fuck off, Pinky. Now if y'all excuse me and my therapist calling.
Wow. Never knew she could be so sensitive.
What a weenie.
Well, you gotta understand, usually everyone always likes her. Even us.
Do a Savar. Anyway, like I said, I wanted to bid you all farewell. And to say thank you, because ever since I gave you that warning, you've actually triggered my dimensional alarms far less frequent than before. I really appreciate it when people listen to what I say. Other than your pony versions.
Oh, well, thank you, Dementia. You're welcome.
So, do we get an award or anything now? I mean, we did help save the multiverse. By proxy, at least.
Sure, why not? You can have, here. I've got a rubber ball for you.
Really? A rubber ball? What, are we in kindergarten?
Well, sorry, but that's all I had on me. I pulled it out of one of those old gum machines behind the restaurant.
Oh, no need to apologize, Dementia. I think it's great. I love rubber balls. Sure. You would. No! Now it fell in the pond.
Well, that serves you right, Pinky. You should know better than to just smash a rubber ball on the ground as hard as you can. What did you think was gonna happen? Hope you learned your lesson now.
I didn't.
I can't believe it. She just dove after the fucking rubber ball.
Say, why did it even sink at all? Doesn't rubber usually float at the top?
Whatever, I leave that mystery to you. Like I mean to say, all sketch. Farewell, Main 7. I wish you all the best on your future endeavors.
Wait, hold on. Does that mean What is not gonna stop rewriting its history and adding new characters?
No idea, frankly. I'd guess not.
What?
Bye. Noon. That was now Dementia. Kinda sad, don't you think? It feels somehow like the end of an era. Even though she hadn't showed up real that often, she still did quite a lot of fixing for us.
Yeah, remember when she fixed my entire character? That was nice of her.
It really was a hell of a time, all things considered.
True. Almost makes me a little melancholic. And you, Sunset? You've been so quiet all sketch. What do you think about this?
What I think? I think I don't give a single fuck about that. My boyfriend's dead. How am I supposed to ever be happy again?
Oh, it'll be fine, Sunset. Time heals all wounds, doesn't it?
Fuck you, Twilight.
On a side note, don't you girls think that Pinky's been underwater for an alarmingly long time by now? She hasn't surfaced once since you jumped in. You think she's alright?
I don't know. How long can she hold her breath?
No idea. I'm sure she'll be fine.